So I consider myself a pretty good cook. After years of cooking for my family, I can pretty much look in the fridge, pick out all the stuff that's in there, and then whip up a pretty good stir fry or anything else from scratch. I feel pretty confident. So then I got this Instant Pot for Christmas, and I felt like all my cooking instincts went out the window. I pretty much know how a frying pan works, and my experience helps me to determine how long to cook the vegetables so they're not mushy in that stir fry, or how long to cook the chicken in the oven so it's not too dry. But this Instant Pot, it was a mystery. I had never used a pressure cooker before. I felt lost. Right now, every time I cook with it, I have to follow one of those mom blog recipes on Pinterest or the step-by-step recipe booklet that came with the Instant Pot. I have no experience how the timing works with this thing. I could cook dinners, but I have no real understanding of how I did it. It reminds me of the time I taught accounting a couple years ago. Here I am, this math teacher with a bunch of pedagogical strategies on how to teach math that I love using with my students. Like I was with cooking, I felt pretty confident as a math teacher. I wanted to teach that accounting class just like I taught my math classes. A place where great thinking happens, great discussions, kids struggle through concepts, and we chat about the strategies. All the great stuff I know make great learners. But I felt I couldn't do that in the accounting class. I just didn't know the content. I didn't know the curriculum. I felt like all I could do was follow that step-by-step instruction manual that came with the textbook. And then there I was teaching accounting, not really knowing anything about accounting, all because I was blindly following those steps. It was so clear to me right then that knowing the curriculum matters so much if we want to get creative with our curriculum. It took me 8 years as a traditional math teacher before I felt comfortable enough to start playing around with different strategies and deviating from the way the textbook ordered things. Think about Lego too. If you wanted to just build Lego, go for it. Give it a try. Build a masterpiece. Although master Lego builders spend a lot of time figuring out how all the pieces fit together so they can build their masterpieces. And they did all that by just creating. Lego provides step-by-step kits so that we can build masterpieces. But do we really know how to build the Death Star or the Lego Friends Dream House? I felt like I was just good at following instructions. When we start our math lessons off with, today we will learn about the Pythagorean theorem, and then write this thing on the board and go through examples, we are just giving kids the Lego step-by-step guides or the Instant Pot recipe book. And now I have to wonder, are they like me with the Instant Pot? It looks like they really know what they're talking about, but do they really understand? I have to dig deeper. I have to get more information. And I believe teaching through problem solving is one of the best ways to gather that information from your students. Letting students work through problems through their own strategies shows me so much of their thinking. It's then that we can consolidate as a group to share each other's strategies. I can present new ones if needed. It's a journey, and it takes time for our students to become great thinkers. Like our students, we too are learning through problem solving. We're problem solving right now how best to teach our students. We're learning by doing. And sometimes it takes a guide to show a strategy or a different way of looking at things for us to go, aha! Then our minds will change. It takes time for us to become better. As a beginning teacher, I thought I needed a plan to follow so that I could become comfortable with the curriculum. I thought I needed a plan while I was teaching that accounting class for the first time. And what I really needed was more people to talk to so that I could become comfortable with that curriculum and the classroom management and the schedules and the assessment and the learning styles and more and more and more. My first plan was a textbook, and my first people were the math department. Now there are many plans we can start with, many plans we can learn from and adapt as we grow, but let's not follow those plans blindly, like I followed the accounting teacher resource guide, or how absent-mindedly I followed the Instant Pot recipes. Let's interact with the creators of those lesson guides. Let's figure out what works best in our classrooms for our own students. You can download my course plan below this video if you would like a starting place. But then let's not let the interaction stop there. Let's continue the conversation. Let's adapt those plans together. Join me over on Facebook or on Twitter or in the comments below to connect. We can do this better together. By the way, I joined a Facebook group to learn how to cook with the Instant Pot so that I'll be able to cook those dinners on my own.